old Craigslist thieves with a scam involving a classic car. We're working for you to help catch them so it doesn't happen again.
A local teacher has $10,000 worth of student equipment stolen. We're working for you.
The city of San Diego set to propose a new ban that would make homeless encampments illegal. What those for and against the new proposal have to say.
Plus, where this sinkhole has swallowed up a street and is now threatening homes.
We need your help, San Diego, to get Tom's mobility van back on the road after crooks left him high and dry.
And an avalanche caught on camera from up above. CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now.
Give us just a second. We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty here.
Right now, a Craigslist scam rather, cost a victim $14,000. We're going to show you all that. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Kirsten Holmes in for Marcella Lee. This scam involves a classic car, and authorities say the thieves are most likely still posting bogus ads trying to steal your money.
CBS 8's Anna Laurel joins us live from the scene of one of their scams in North County. She's working for you to warn people what to look out for. Anna, that's a classic. That's a 1967 Camaro.
You're exactly right, Carlo. Isn't this car so cool? I met the owner today. He's actually furious that thieves would use his great car to steal money from someone, and he just saw a new Craigslist ad that's bogus, just like the one involving his car. This is the Craigslist ad for Howard Wright's 1967 Camaro, listed for $14,000. Howard did not post this, but a man paid cash for it. It was all a scam.
It wasn't until the tow truck actually arrived, and I said, well, I'm not moving the car until I get paid. And that's when the whole thing unraveled.
Howard has worked on this car for years.
The motor is completely custom.
He says this man knocked on his door and asked if he could buy it.
I've been going through some health issues, and the car doesn't get driven. And I thought, you know, if it goes to a good home, I'm okay.
So the man told Howard he was bringing an appraiser to look at the car. He asked Howard to stay in his garage so he could handle the deal.
The guy seemed avid car guy and seemed like a very nice person.
The man kept the appraiser at the bottom of the driveway. Did those guys, when he was here, did they come up here and look under?
Oh, absolutely, and I even started it for him.
The man tells Howard he needs to text a copy of the pink slip to the bank. Then he tells him he's going to the bank to get the money. When he's gone, Howard and the appraiser start talking, but Howard finds out he's not an appraiser. He's there to buy the car, and he gave the man $14,000. They never saw the man again.
It was heartbreaking.
You know, the brazenness of the two suspects coming and basically playing two victims against each other without even their knowledge. So being able to smooth talk the victims is an indication that they're familiar with what they're doing.
I spoke with local police today. They're looking for these two men. Just last week, Howard found this Craigslist ad that reminds him of his own. Officers say the thieves are most likely still at it.
Trust your gut.
Yeah, so authorities are saying trust your gut. If something looks too good to be true, you always hear this. Well, it probably is. This car, Howard's car, was posted for $14,000. It's worth a heck of a lot more than that. So when that kind of thing pops out at you, just know that that's a red flag. We put the pictures to the guys, the suspects who were here at Howard's house. We put those on with this story on our website at CBS8.com. Live up here in North County for you, I'm working for you, Anna Laurel for CBS 8.
Yeah, that's that saying, and if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Thanks, Anna. A man's body was found on a sidewalk in El Cajon today, and we're still working to find out his identity and what happened. Police are calling it a suspicious death, but so far that's all we know. The body was found this morning in the 500 block of Fletcher Parkway. Police say it does not appear to be traffic related.
And a local teacher says thousands of dollars worth of his students' science equipment is missing. We're talking technology, engineering, arts, and math equipment. It was all inside his car when it was stolen while he was grocery shopping. CBS 8's Ariana Cohen is working for you on this story. She met with that teacher and she called the police to see if there are any leads in this case.
I met with Alex here at the Flower Hill Promenade parking lot due to safety concerns, but I want to be clear, the theft did not happen here. He tells me thousands of dollars worth of equipment was stolen at a Vons parking lot in El Cerrito. Alex Ferre is a teacher at Snapology in Solana Beach, a company that provides science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, or STEAM learning through Lego robotics and engineering kits. About a month ago, he was grocery shopping when he says something unexpected happened next.
When I came back to the parking lot, my car was gone. And I knew it was a risk that something could have been taken, but I didn't realize that the whole car could have been taken, and that was me not thinking forward.
He tells me he thinks his car keys were pickpocketed from him.
I believe my keys were stolen from I had a jacket on with big pockets, and I believe they just were able to steal it and pickpocket it from me.
Inside the Kia Soul, Alex says he had $10,000 worth of STEAM equipment, including Lego robotics kits, Amazon tablets used for robotics, and a competition board, among other items.
In my heart of hearts, what I care most about is my students and their learning, and having the equipment that was taken from me is really the justice I want. I don't seek anything further.
He says he filed a police report, but so far he hasn't had any luck. I called and emailed the detective on the case, and I'm waiting to hear back. He's hoping to raise $10,000 to replace the equipment for his students.
It's been a deep learning moment. As a teacher and as a member of the community and someone who really believes in what I'm doing, asking for help and recognizing that we are going to do what we need to do for our students.
Working for you, Ariana Cohen, CBS 8.
Well, $500 million is on its way to California, New York, and a few other states after a settlement with Juul. The e-cigarette maker has to pay $462 million to settle several lawsuits, including one filed by the California Department of Justice. California will get about $176 million of this settlement. The state's Department of Justice, the LA County District Attorney's Office, and the County of Los Angeles all sued Juul, accusing the company of several violations, including marketing to kids. Settlement money will help pay for research, education, and enforcement efforts.
The city of San Diego has $40 million to spend over the next 18 years. Now they have to figure out how to do it. The money comes from a $21 billion settlement reached in 2021 with 3 manufacturers of opioids. San Diego City Council members Marnie Von Wilpert and Raul Campillo have announced an opioid crisis response roundtable that probably won't happen until spring, before the city's budget process begins.
Tackling the state's homelessness crisis took center stage in Sacramento today. County and city leaders came together to try and come up with a fix.
The California cities are asking the state for more funding on the local level. Our political reporter Morgan Reiner talked to some of the leaders behind the effort.
California cities are asking for $3 billion annually from the state, and they say part of that money will go towards building affordable housing, a crisis they say is getting worse by the minute. In the heart of the state capitol,
working together for one common cause.
Hundreds of elected leaders from cities and counties attempting to solve a crisis that's top of mind for Californians.
Because we have a lot of work to do.
Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg and County Supervisor Rich Desmond led with opening remarks together, highlighting a partnership he says the rest of the state must follow.
And not just in words, we actually have a binding partnership agreement that calls for the city and county and the health plans to add 50 new encampment engagement outreach workers.
Steinberg is the former state homeless task force chair and said it's the counties that are in charge of the health departments across the state. But he says the problem with that, homeless people are mostly congregated within cities.
And so historically there has been this tension, and there continues to be, where the cities have said we need more help. And the counties have said, well, we will help, but it's not really our mission and our job.
San Diego County Board of Supervisors Nora Vargas highlighted how cities within her district have been working together in a panel discussion with Chula Vista Mayor.
Although our seats are both nonpartisan, we come from different parties, but we work really well together because in the end, it's about meeting the need of our communities, and that is really the goal that we have.
But the League of California Cities believes solving the crisis is not obtainable without more money from the state.
Frankly, while the investments that have been made are certainly welcome and they've been put to good use in our communities, this is not a one budget problem. This is an ongoing problem, and we really need the resources that are commensurate with the scope of the crisis. We won't solve it in one budget cycle.
I reached out to the governor's office to see if the governor plans on adjusting his budget in any way to accommodate the request. A spokesperson from his office sent me a statement, which I'm going to read. It says, under the governor's leadership, the state has moved from an investment of $500 million to over $20 billion, providing local governments with more financial support and resources than ever before. The spokesperson also said the administration has not only provided funding, but has worked in collaboration with these local governments.
Also on the homelessness crisis front, the city of San Diego will tonight propose a new ban on homeless encampments in areas where they might be a risk to public health and safety. We're going to have more on that coming up tonight in our second half hour.
Ahead for you tonight, the Biden administration is looking at new, stricter emission standards.
Plus, where this fast-moving avalanche was caught on camera from high above.
And we are sitting right in the middle of a wind advisory over the east slopes of the mountains and into the deserts. Winds could peak out at 60+ miles per hour. I'm meteorologist Sean Stiles with your microclimate forecast.
Is that shots fired?
And Louisville police released 911 calls from a mass shooting that killed 5 people there this week.